So I brought my good friend Craven Something Scary on here to do a reaction trailer to the Skeleton Crew, which is coming out soon. We got through the Acolyte barely,
Barely.
and we are hoping that they are going to have some better shows coming up soon.
Yes.
The Acolyte 2, as you know, has been canceled, and we are hoping that the Skeleton Crew trailer will wow us. So
yes,
we are going to watch it together.
Can't wait.
We are going to, I've been holding off, and I'm going to really focus on the video, and Steve's going to focus on the trailer too, and he's going to give me his thoughts, and then I'll give you my thoughts. So
yeah,
and then we'll break it down a little bit.
Break it
So
down.
let me present the screen.
So Acolyte, they did cancel season 2 of Acolyte.
They did, yes.
I hadn't heard that yet. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Yeah, I did a video on it talking about how they canceled it. So
yeah, I saw your thumbnail, but I didn't know they canceled it. Oh my gosh.
Ready?
I am ready.
All right. Okay. Kind of
tomorrow's test.
ET vibe there.
Will set the course of your entire future.
She's pretty.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what? What if we could go anywhere we want in the whole galaxy?
They've flown in John Favreau.
No more pretend.
Produced it.
Yeah.
I found something buried in the woods. What do you think it is? I think it's a lost Jedi temple.
What?
Hello?
It's like Goonies, man.
Be careful where you step.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
We're lost. Really lost.
It is dangerous out there in space. Trust no one.
X-Wings.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
You're a Jedi.
Jude Law.
Interesting.
So, what did you think of it, Steve, from what you could see from the trailer?
I mean, yeah, it's not what I was expecting. I didn't know have any clue on what it was going to be. So it's kind of like the Stranger Things version for Star Wars, coming of age kind of show, and I mean, it's got potential. You know, I mean, it's hard to say. Like, we know now there's a Jedi in it, obviously.
So
they think. Yeah, they think it is. That's right. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'll say I'm intrigued by it. I'm not going to say I'm like super stoked about it, but I'm intrigued, and I will be watching it for sure.
All right. Yeah. The very beginning, you see the lights, and kind of reminds me of like the 80s movies like E.T. and stuff. And then you have them finding the temple and going in, and that's kind of like Goonie-ish.
Yep.
And it's all
Very
the kids like coming of age, like you said.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be as like scary as maybe Stranger Things. Hopefully.
No. No.
But the kids, you have the one kid with the visor on his eyes, sort of like Geordie LaForge from Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then you have the little blue elephant guy who looks like Max Rebo's species, who was on the keyboards in Jabba the Hutt's palace.
That's right. Yeah.
So you have those, and then you have Jude Law, who pops up, and they think he's a Jedi, but it just looks like maybe he's a Force user. So you don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. He could be Quamir's twin brother or something. So
You just can't ever tell.
You can't tell. I mean, they probably throw some stuff in there to throw us off the scent,
Yep.
the red herring, sort of say.
Yep.
But I mean, the special effects look great. I mean, what were
Oh
your
yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, what's one thing I have to give credit for almost every single series, really, that I've seen, that is they always visually look great. I mean, one thing Disney's not short of is, well, some would say they're shorter now than they have been, but they've got the money, they've got the funds to do it right, and that's one thing I always look forward to when I watch these series is at least knowing the quality of the cinematography and the look, the atmosphere is going to be good.
Mhm.
It's just then it just comes down to, is the story good that goes with it. But yeah, I think the visuals are. I mean, it's A stamped A, double A for Star Wars, like all of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, they didn't show a ton of stuff, but they showed enough. We know there's
Yeah.
going to be some fighting in space. X-wings are going to be there. Anyway, yeah, I think visually, that's the most consistent thing that Star Wars has done with their series is they look good to
Yeah.
me.
The one thing that kind of like threw me off is, we talked about at the very beginning of how it shows the suburbs, and you see this, this alien
Yeah.
walking a dog and stuff. But in every other movie that we've ever seen with Star Wars, they're always in like mud huts or adobe dwellings, or in Coruscant, they're in these buildings, these futuristic buildings, like
Mhm.
in Andor, when they were on Coruscant, the whiny guy with his mom
Yeah,
eating his Cocoa Puffs. They're
that's
they're in
right.
a futuristic place, and that looks like 1980s suburbs to me,
That's true.
and I'm just, and then he's on a bus. He
That's
hops on
good.
a
Yeah,
bus.
yeah,
Where's this? I mean, it's not really Star Wars ish, right there. It
right.
does turn into Star Wars ish a little bit later when they find the cave, and they,
Yeah,
I guess they fall into a ship or something. And I guess the premise is they're lost, and they got on that ship, and it blasted them to the other side of the galaxy or something, and they're trying to find their way back.
yeah,
So,
yep,
but you
yeah,
see X-wings, I mean, and then you see
yeah.
Jawas, and you
That's
know,
right.
so I'm excited. I'm going to see it,
Yeah.
and it's it'll be a little toned down as
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
kids show.
for sure.
So
Yeah, you definitely get the vibe they're targeting the younger age demographic for this one. They're wanting the 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds, and but they're still, if it's done well, if it's written well, even
mhm,
as adults, as we can still enjoy it too, you
definitely. I
know?
mean, I love
Yeah.
Goonies still, and
Yeah.
ET, and
Right.
all those little kids movies. So
Yeah.
I'm a kid at heart.
Oh, aren't we all? Well, we'll have to watch it together, man, and
Yeah,
do our little streaming review or whatever as we
definitely.
do.
Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
do that, and maybe on the premiere opening night.
Mhm.
I'm sure it'll be on a Wednesday or Tuesday night. I
Yep.
don't know why they don't do it on Thursday or Friday.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess we can do a live movie watch of the first
Yeah,
episode or two.
for sure. I'm down, man.
Hopefully, it's not like Lost in Space at the end of the episode
Mhm.
8 or 9 or whatever. They're like about to come home, and all of a sudden they hit a black hole or something, and a wormhole, and go somewhere else.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah. Oh look, it's home. Ah! And then it's over. That would be
All you see is
awesome.
like little parts of the ship like floating out from the end of the wormhole,
Oh, dude.
and the robot's like, "Oh no."
Oh yeah, I love it. As horrible an ending that would be, it would also be awesome, and I would love it for all the wrong reasons probably, but I would still love it. Exactly.
All right, man.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Steve, and
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate
and,
the invitation.
people out there in chat, let me know what you think of the intro to or the trailer to the show, The Skeleton Crew, and hopefully you can join us on the live movie watch, and
Yeah,
as we watch it and discuss it. I think it'll be
absolutely.
exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I'm optimistic about it, I should say. So
Oh, yeah, man.
let's
Sure.
let's have a party.
Let's do it in December. It'll be
Yeah.
great.
And if you like this video, you should check out this video. It is worth watching. And remember, the Force will be with you always. Thanks for coming by.
Bye.